Okay. See if we can get this car back on the road today. When we left off, I was taking off this front motor mount. The through bolt snapped off. Or that, not the through bolt, the through bolt nut snapped off. And it looks like that one has a square head, much like me. I could probably, I'm going to try getting vice grips on it, but the problem is I think the vice grips are going to just jump right off as soon as the impact hits it. Unless that's a 1/2 inch. I wonder if that's a 1/2 inch, then I can put a socket on it. Oh no, that's a hex nut. All right, what's that? 14? Please be 14. It be 14. All right. Okay, well that wasn't so bad. Let me just prep myself for failure all around, and everything will run great. Let's see. How can I get that out now? Ratchet. I'll use this socket. Just trying to spin it, and hopefully the threads will engage with the bushing in the inside and gently pull the bolt out. Looks like it's working. Honestly, the more tension from the engine on it, the better. I mean, to a point. And hey. Okay. I can't believe how hard parked that still is. I don't have the jack on the oil pan or anything. It's just that tight on the two mounts and probably the drivetrain. Alright. But anyway, I should now be able to drop this. Yay! Drop the tools. I should be able to drop the crossmember. Let's try not to drop it on myself. Suppose I could bring the jack. I mean, it's not that bad. Make sure, yeah, we're still neatly up on the ramps, and the ramps look okay. Of course, they're plastic. I have a feeling that if they fail, they simply suddenly fail. I do have two jack stands for the back, but yeah, I don't want to be under this thing if it decides to go. Alright, I made another error. Well, not horrible. I made an extension. I put my exhaust in the way of one of the rear nuts. but I think an extender will get me around it. Where did I have that? There it is. So I was thinking about the Sentra earlier and how my biggest concern is the axles, and I decided to look up and just see what the general feeling is on cutting and welding axles, and apparently there's actually a fixed rate from many axle shops to do it. I think that's probably the best way to go. It looks like more or less the $200 mark. Two. This one going. Why is the motor moving? Why is the motor leaking? Which pan is this? Oh, oil. Okay. That actually feels very solid. Why? Now let me get the jack. Something's got to still be bolted on. I don't know what. Maybe it's just pressure. Okay. I think I can go ahead and pull that third one off. Jack should be holding it. Where is it? Oh yeah, now I can take it off with my fingers. That's weird. Alright, well, these, let me get the motor mount hardware all in one spot. That's sliding. I don't know why. Huh. Alright, well, it's coming right out, so yeah, okay. I don't know why it was acting like that. Need to save those. Big freaking washers. Subframe is off. Wow, okay. So the back mount definitely needs to be replaced. Yeah, actually, okay, I take back everything I said. Both mounts are destroyed. Alright. Well, we'll have a nice smooth ride when it's all done. Next. Just for my comfort, I'm going to put the jack under the transmission, right about at the differential. There's a big beefy part of bell housing here. Yeah, okay. That's not too bad. I think I can get the oil pan off now, the upper oil pan off. Looks like I have to take a couple of transmission mount bolts out. Ow. Not transmission bolt mount, bell housing bolts out. So I got two 10mm that go to probably a flywheel observation window. And then, yeah, you know, I'm not, yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, it looks like 14mm bolts, and then some 12mm. Looks like I got to pull another 14 off of the motor mount. I might have to take the entire motor mount off, actually. That's okay. Let's just do it. See if I can do it with the little guy. Let's see, there's my 12. Let me get the 10, the 12, and the 14, and just crawl back under there. I'll grab the offset wrench too while I'm at it. Okay, there's one, and all right, 2 bolts for the observation window. That comes right off, and it's pouring oil. Interesting. All right. Setting the observation window next to the oil pan, since this is all part of the oil pan removal process. You know, I don't think this is going to get these 14s out, but we'll give it a try. I think I need the actual big wrench. Wow! Good job, Ryobi. Daggone. This is not the big Chunga impact either. This is the little, you know, put screws in plywood kind of tool. That's 3 of them. Dang. Alright. I don't think it's going to get this engine mount one though. That's a no. Okay. Got another 14 here that's out of reach of the tool. Gee, let's just rock the entire motor. That's nice. Yeah. All right. I guess if you're ever at a point where you have to replace the rod bearings for cylinders 1 and 2, you could do it from just the oil pan. Man, I wonder how long this thing's been leaking. It's just, there's a ton of grease goo under here. Okay, I have 4. It doesn't clear. Okay. I almost have 4 bolts out to the lower oil pan. I've got the ratchet with me. Let's try that. Okay. I got the rear transmission I'm sorry, I've got the rear transmission to lower pan bolt loosened. Now I'm going to see if I can get the motor mount through the side. It just wants to move the whole motor. Ugh. Okay. Alright, there is one very difficult to reach mount bolt. Looks like it goes from the transmission mount to a bell housing bolt. If I can get it to crack. Oh, hey, my 12. Okay. That is a probably not. Let's see if I can get a little cheater bar in here. Got it. Yeah. Hey, I might actually have enough room for the rear O2 sensor. Now that I look down here, I think I could put it in one of the straight pipes directly behind the cat, going straight sideways, you know, passenger side direction. I think that would work. Alright, something's got me a little nervous. I've got the bolt coming out, but this mount is still completely solid. So what did I miss? Does that mean there is another 14 in an impossible to reach location? That's kind of been the story of this car, hasn't it? Alright. Mount through bell housing, long mount bolt. Those are out. Out. Looking for any other bolts. You know what? I think I found one. Wow. Okay, so it looks like there's another hidden bolt. It's not totally hidden. There's an eyelet through the mount. So an extension 14 will probably reach it. Yes. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. The socket ran away. Okay. I'm almost ready to take this upper oil pan off. Oh, I gotta get the oil pickup tube out of the way too. That looks like it's held on by 2 12s. You know, if the cylinder heads are the same between 99 and 01, I might just drop the one that I've already refreshed onto this motor. Refresh this one later. Alright. This bolt is out. And lastly, I'm going to use Speedy here. Alright, that's disconnected. It is hanging on a hose. Actually it's hanging on a wire bundle. I'm just going to leave it there. I don't really need the motor mount out of the way. But let me get all of these mount bolts together. You know what? I think I better label these now. I'll put all the mount bolts together, and then I gotta get these 4 bell housing bolts labeled. This one goes towards the rear of the bell housing through the lower oil pan. It's got a little bit of carriage on it. Well, I had sandwich bags somewhere. I don't know where they went. All right, well, I'm going to pause while I go find some sandwich bags. Wow, that's a lot of oil.